What's up, y'all? It's your girl Jess from She Vibes, and Detroit Auto Parts is the official parts store of Red Line Radio. They have two convenient locations on the east side, East 200th Street. You'll call 216-531-7373, or the west side, Pearl Road, at 216-398-7373. Mention Red Line Radio and receive 10% off your purchase. And always remember, it's definitely a vibe.
What's going on, everybody? Lee Money here, the host of Money's Crazy Mind and Steel City Renegades. And Redline Radio LLC is proud to partner with Growing Wings Adult Services for the creation of our brand new state-of-the-art production studio. Growing Wings Adult Services has been assisting adults with disabilities in the Northeast Ohio area for the past 5 years. For more information on how Lisa and the team at Growing Wings can assist your family, you can contact Lisa at 234-334-7547 today. Again, that's 234-334-7547.
Yo, it's Timbuktu from Timbuk Tuesday here, enjoying the grapevine. But I had to bring you one of our great sponsors, and that is All Access Realty. If you and your family is thinking about buying a home or even selling your old one, or if you're looking for a business to upgrade, you can contact Frank Shaboshin at All Access Realty. Frank is a veteran who served our country and is now serving our community. Frank is also committed to helping our veterans. So if you know of any housing opportunities, reach out to Frank. You can call him at 440-391-7430, or you can email him at franks@allaccessrealty.com. Yo, Dave, I'm trying to go out to Vegas and get wasted. You know where I can go get something?
Tim, it's funny you should ask, man, because I got the perfect spot for you to go and get tore up from the floor up and get the best tequila in Vegas.
Say where? Where's that?
That is at the Rusty Spur Saloon.
Okay, say where? I'm trying to see what that be like.
Yeah, make sure you stop in there. Stop and see my homeboy Mike. Tell him that Redline Radio from Cleveland, Ohio sent you there.
Bet. I'm about to go see Mike right now.
They were voted the best hole-in-the-wall bar in Vegas. What's that spot name again?
The Rusty Spur Saloon, you said.
That's right. They are located in fabulous Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh, yeah. That's the spot.
What's going on, everybody? Lee Money here from Money's Crazy Mind. And I don't know about you guys, but I know that sometimes after my trash has been picked up, man, does my garbage can smell like, well, trash. Well, if you have the same problem that I'm having, then you can reach out to Fitz's Trash Bin Cleaning LLC. They offer trash can cleaning and pressure washing. Fitz's Trash Bin Cleaning is locally owned, eco-friendly trash can cleaning service in Northwest Ohio, serving North Ridgeville and the surrounding areas. You can reach Fitz's Trash Bin Cleaning LLC at 440-752-1533 or at their website, ftbcusa.com, or you can email Brandon at ftbcusa.com, or you can check them out on Facebook, FTBCUSA. And of course, if you mention Redline Radio while you book a service, you receive 10% off the first service. That's an awesome deal. And don't forget to reach out to Fitz's Trash Bin Cleaning Service LLC today.
Get your filthy ass off the goddamn chair and come and stop dancing with these people, see, so man, you know what, I can't stand this motherfucker, man.
You know some bullshit, Jeffrey. I can't bullshit. Only reason, what? Goddamn it, Jeffrey.
No, go ahead, you like to talk, nigga, talk first.
Only reason I'm here is because you said your sister was going to be here.
Well, goddamn it, she had to go, nigga, she's on call, you know that. Good thing we wasn't in your car, because we had to change the goddamn motherfucking tire earlier, and motherfucker, I don't know how to work no wrenches, nigga. Everybody knows I'm too fly for that.
And you're supposed to be able to do it because I ain't supposed to be doing shit. I'm supposed to be up here scratching my balls and sniffing my fingers.
First of all, nigga, you look like you just woke up. How in the fuck Did you fix the tire, Cecil?
Y'all woke me up with this mic. Y'all got me doing this booze.
First of all, I hope you know the raccoons on your ass.
God damn it.
You can't. If you know, you know. I had to switch it. And then fuck this, Cecil. We ain't gonna talk about that. I'm pretty sure that they might be in the parking lot, but fuck this. Did you at least switch the tires so you can get here safely?
Yeah, no, I didn't, but I changed my goddamn brakes, and so I got here safe enough.
So you can change the brakes, but not the goddamn tire.
I just want to say that I had no intentions on doing this at all, and I'm very disappointed in y'all character in this establishment.
First of all, these are my people. They ain't nobody even know you, Jesus.
This is pretty goddamn terrible, right?
Everybody knows you just like my wife on my podcast. Nobody don't need one of you niggas. First of all, but everybody here to see me. These are all my friends. You see all my friends right here, Jason, all the homies here to see me. The little Jen, later on, I see what you did with my wife gonna kill me. Mark Banks, you know, they all here to see me. Don't nobody know you.
That's cool, man. You just subject to me to this bullshit right here. Right?
I just know one thing that when I get home, that motherfucking plate that be in the microwave. If I know that. If not, you're gonna be smoking air.
I'm hoping you're talking to your wife, because me, you ain't fucking, and I ain't
Wait a goddamn Cecil, hold on a minute. You went too goddamn far this evening. No, this is bullshit, Cecil. You better not take no, man. That was leftover with some shades. That was leftover breakfast with shades, nigga. Right on the corner. Nigga, you live. I ain't fucking with you, goddamn man. Get your filthy ass up off the goddamn chair and come and stop dancing with these people, Cecil. Man,
Well, what have we? He is I and I am he. From the Golden Gate to the frozen state. Dope as cocaine on a frozen plate. Paper chasing and Chevy racing. Trying to get every single dollar is my occupation. Talking shit and swallowing spit. Should have named me Hammer because I'm too legit to quit. It's Friday, 6 p.m. and you know what to do. Welcome to episode 1 of the GrapeVine. Yeah, man. Season 2. Let's go.
Oh, I heard it through the grapevine.
Well, motherfuckers. Happy Fridays and shit, man. How you niggas doing? Like to welcome you to the GrapeVine, motherfuckers. So glad both of you niggas are watching. How's everybody doing? We missed some people today. We were supposed to have a guest, but my auntie had unexpected surgery, so she'll be joining us at another time. This nigga want to start calling when I'm on the air. Anyway, happy Friday to you, motherfuckers. Maybe fix that, please. Happy Friday to you, motherfuckers, man. How was everybody's week? Tim, how was your week, brother?
My week was fantastically long.
Fantastically. Shit, man. Listen, it's Friday. Might as well go ahead and watch Hocus Pocus. And what is it we gonna do? Drink apple cider cinnamon and carve pumpkins and watch Hocus Pocus and be merry.
About the carving the pumpkin.
I like
Carving a pumpkin
pumpkins.
be like that shit is hard.
You just gotta
Very.
You gotta be a little bit. You
listen.
gotta have some kind of hand-eye coordination. You gotta.
Hey, if anybody got it, you know I got it.
Oh yeah,
Highly decorated.
You know,
master barber. You understand me?
hold on, go ahead and hold it down for 1 second. I know you good with your hands and with the clippers and with the razor and all that shit, man. So we gonna let that be seen. So that sounds like a challenge to me. We gonna have a pumpkin. Y'all want to do a pumpkin carving challenge?
I smoke every time I do one of those. I win.
That sounds like a challenge.
It's a lot like work. I love a challenge as well.
I'm not carving nothing with him.
Hey, we can get it in. My shit be 3D.
Oh my god!
I'm not just carving little triangles in the eyes. Goddamn it!
Nigga, ain't no time, nigga. First of all, you gotta know, nigga. I'm gonna get some robotic legs for my pumpkin. This motherfucker gonna get. I'm gonna have LED lights and shit. The pumpkin gonna get. Nigga, pumpkin gonna be pulling around speakers and shit. Like nigga, this nigga pumpkin got TVs hooked up to it. Anyway, man, I hope everybody had a good week, man. And my assistant ain't here today. That nigga had to go to his other job. I think somebody paying him a little bit more than what we paying up here at the GrapeVine. Anyway, shout out to Drake, bro, man. He ain't here today with us, and kind of doesn't feel the same. I feel like we're missing a family member. Well, can we?
Lonely. I miss the lonely.
Hey, what up, Mom? How you doing, baby? Oh, and by the way, that footage that you watched was from me and Cecil from last night at Sam Silk. Shout out to Jen. Shout out to everybody who was at Silk's last night. All the homies, man. Eulis, motherfucking Gene, Quine, Cecil, James, everybody who was up there, man. I'm talking about, man. We had a good time last night, man. So definitely shout out to Sam Silks. You know what I mean? It's always a beautiful thing going up there. The vibe be good. If you ain't got nothing to do, make sure you come and check them out on every other Thursday. We up there live outside. You feel me? Anyway, man, we're gonna go ahead and get into the introductions. To the right of me, as always, my motherfucking producer. And I know he has to produce a deuce. Matter of fact, he has to produce a deuce. Tim, what's up, brother?
Ain't much, man. Just ready to produce this deuce. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man, you might as well go hide
serious
after.
business.
Yeah, you might as well go hide after this, man. God damn, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be. I just hope it hit the water loud enough to hear it on the air.
I could take a mic in there if you want me to. I mean,
No.
I'm gonna be like, what the fuck was that? Nigga, did somebody free Willie?
I am free with it.
Damn. Anything new? Anything? Wait, how was your show Saturday, bro? And Friday and Saturday?
Man, the shows was lit, bro.
Yeah.
Friday, nigga, that shit was fire, nigga, and they killed me with the fuck. You know, I was fast to this shit. Nigga.
You didn't even eat that day yet?
No. So I get there, nigga, the lady giving out free samples. Nigga, this shit fucked me up, bro.
Oh.
I ain't take them. But I bought some to go.
I was just saying, hell yeah, I would have made me a nice little doggy bag to go. Real fruit, motherfucker.
What
Shit.
was they doing free samples of?
It was pudding. It was like a banana pudding. She had like a strawberry, some type of pudding.
Who made that shit? That me?
No, it was some lady, man, that was there. But she was amazing, man.
Yeah.
That shit was good as fuck.
They was medicated?
No, but it felt like medication. When I ate that shit, nigga,
I know that's right. So, and then Saturday, how was that?
Saturday was definitely dope. The crowd was crazy. It was a nice crowd. A lot of people showed up, man. That show was fire, man. I only got I had to leave right after because I had to be here.
Right.
So I went first. I got to see a little bit of the next set, and I had to dip. But I heard everybody did fire. So,
man, Cleveland is definitely loaded up with comedy on the rap scene, comedy on the acting scene. Cleveland is a hot place right now if you're a talented person, man. And shit, as long as motherfuckers start working together and keep working together, we got a dope ass comedy family out there, bro. For real.
No, I tell people this all the time. I'll put my comedy crew in Cleveland against any city, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Any city. I don't care what nobody say. You can't touch our comedy,
man. I'm talking about there's some genuine good brothers out there doing it too. You know what I mean? What I will say about the comedy family out here, I mingle with the rap families and the comedy families, and I definitely see more unity again with the brothers that are doing comedy. You know what I mean? For the most part, if we hear about somebody opening a room, we do what we can to get there and support. You know what I mean? And that's the way the game is supposed to be played. You got to get out there and support your people. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, get out there and support your people. Share your people shit.
I want to hit I still want to hit Quan's room, man.
Come tomorrow.
I'll be here.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll be there for you in spirit and shit.
Just do my jokes. Just say my fat nigga said.
I'm gonna take my shirt off like how you be doing.
Hey.
I said this nigga just got naked on the stage. This nigga is ultimate motherfucking that nigga. What? I look like a pit bull that just had puppies when my shirt come off, so I don't even want to take my shit off of public. I shit look like I got attacked by something.
You look like a pit bull that just had puppies, nigga. My puppies ain't dropped yet, man.
Hey, I remember I was in prison, man, one night, man, and I was fucking going to the bathroom at like 3 a.m, and everybody know I'm the roast king. So, nigga, I'm stumbling toward the bunk, and this nigga, my homie Rerun, and the homie Jeter from Youngstown, I talk about him all the time. That's something bitch. They you laughing and shit. What, nigga? And they told me that shit. Like, nigga, you like a pit bull that just had puppies. And I look, yeah. I just had to stumble to the bunk. Boy, I was up bushy-eyed, bright-tailed and bushy-eyed. However that saying go, nigga. Early in the morning for breakfast.
Your shit up.
Nigga, for breakfast, nigga, I don't never go eat breakfast. Nigga, I was in the line as soon as I came through the door. Boom. Oh, you little ugly motherfucker. I know you did, nigga. I was on 8, nigga. Yeah, man. Roast Master just stepped in this motherfucker. But anything else you want to talk about, brother?
Since we're talking about Silks, I'll be there on the 23rd of October. I am Chad as headlining, and I'm going to be a part of the opening crew, man. It's going to be me, Ulysses, Sid V, Rich Green hosting.
Shout out to Rich Green. Y'all be safe out there in Atlanta, too, man. Be safe, man.
And if somebody else, I'm pretty sure somebody else. But yeah, it's gonna be a fire lineup, man.
Well, shit, y'all make sure y'all go out there and support that, man. You know, everything's beautiful up there, and if you get a chance, get some of them catfish nuggets.
Ooh,
I'm talking about
fire.
And this nigga don't even eat fish. This motherfucker over there got grease and shit all on the fingers.
That's the only fish I eat is catfish.
The worst fish to eat. No, that's tilapia. Huh?
Yeah,
Have you ever caught a tilapia out the water?
It's not.
It's not. No,
it's
they're
not
grown.
a thing.
They're grown.
It's a farm
Yeah,
fish.
it's a farm. A nigga ain't never throw this motherfucking pole out there and oh shit, I got me one of these tilapias.
You ain't never heard your great granddaddy say that.
Never put in. Nigga, I went fishing many days, nigga, all up and down Mendota, Fresno, nigga. We fish where I'm from, homie. Catfish, bass, bluegill, snappers, trouts, and few snappers. I got a joke for you niggas on here.
Here we go.
What did the lady who went fishing with 5 fishermen come back with?
Nigga, a baby.
A red snapper.
That was horrible. That was such a dad joke.
I got that from my daddy, actually.
I believe it.
I told him I was going to use one of them jokes. I would tell the other one, but we're going to get it canceled. They got to do with... I got to tell this shit because it's kind of funny. How do men who like men... You know what? I'm going to stay away from that.
Leave it there.
We're going to leave it there. We're going to leave it there. But yeah, it's all about drive-by and a fruit roll-up. So
put that together.
Put it together for yourself. That's what they call a drive-by, nigga, a fruit roll-up.
Shit. Oh.
Dad, you gonna get me canceled, Pops.
It's on the way.
It's on the way. They can't stand me. Mama, he at work, Mama. He had to go to work, man. He had to go to work. Anyway, make sure y'all go check out Tim. To the left of me, man, is this motherfucker right here. And I hope we don't have another shootout after the show tonight. God damn it, because it was furniture moving last week after the show. This nigga tried to kill me last week. Hi, baby. How you doing?
Limitations.
Nigga, shut your scary ass up. Hey, man. Hi, baby.
Hola.
How you doing?
All right, I'm tired.
You should be. All that fucking fighting and shit we did. I'm still sore from the fight.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Shit, man. This nigga punched me in the dick.
If I did, you wouldn't be sitting here.
Why? It's like that's gonna kill me. Punch me in the dick. Dead air? No, we don't do that. Yeah, I would be here. No, we don't do that. People over there drinking a bang and shit. Man, this motherfucker almost killed me. I've been attempted murdered. I've been attempted murdered many times before. Many times. These niggas tried, they failed it. I'm gonna let you go ahead and have your little. And then this nigga back there up like this her shit. What the fuck is going on?
It was funny, nigga. I don't care.
Yeah, that was great, right? It wasn't so funny when this motherfucker pulled that pistol out. That motherfucker pulled her shit out, nigga, put it on the gun like we was on belly. She said, nigga, we could be belly around here. I said, nigga, we could be wise and like kid then, nigga. She pulled her shit out, nigga. I pulled my shit out. So,
I did like AZ at the barbershop. Hey, done, I'm finna blow. And then remember when Buddy was walking up on him at the barbershop?
Yeah, man, I'm finna go ahead and get on, man.
I'm finna get up out of here.
Take this baby and bounce.
You should try gangbanging.
Man, she did. This nigga, man, she's I'm not that bitch.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not that bitch.
Why do you tell such tall tales?
Atrocities. She's still trying to find my weenie. No, I had that package extension. Mama, she don't have them problems no more.
I'm still trying to find it.
That's what she thought was gonna happen too. The first 35 minutes I knew
You
it.
were like horrible.
Anyhow, anything interesting happened besides the fight and shootout?
No.
She didn't deny it.
Nothing happened. No, I'm just ignoring it.
It wasn't that one. It was just a pow.
Stop shooting that little motherfucker! Quick!
JoJo dead, the motherfucker.
You broke my nose, man.
Hey, I think we should do like a whole fucking Renaissance Harlem Nights throwback theme party, nigga. Like the 30s, 1930 motherfucking. Maybe we should throw that shit to him. What you think about that?
Sound fun.
I think we could pull that shit off, like the Great Gatsby or some shit like that. The Great.
Oh, that'd be for like somebody's birthday.
No,
party?
just to throw an event with that kind of theme. Let me not say it for niggas start trying to steal my shit.
Yeah,
Too late.
It's gone.
That shit is gone.
Yeah.
Hey, we gonna see mafia cars all up and down the street tomorrow.
Oh,
These niggas
it's
gonna be on the
gone.
side of the car riding and shit with their little Dick Tracy hats on. Motherfucker. Anyway, baby, what do you want to say? Do you have anything that you want to talk about that besides this mama says she gonna be Della Reese? Fuck you quick.
So what you gonna do about your pinky toe?
Hey, who gonna be the one to shoot it off? Because
I'm
cool. I'm cool. I won't be shooting that little motherfucker.
Man, listen, man. Okay, baby. Anything?
No.
You don't have nothing interesting.
Nothing
dope to talk about. You can talk about me. I'm always interested in the dope. Like,
No, that'll just put our whole audience to sleep because you're boring.
there goes that son of a bitch on the bike. I'm gonna get his bitch ass back. I can't, and I just, he just passed by when we got out the car. That's why I was looking at him like that.
Are you sure that's the same guy?
It got to be. I know the engine.
Oh, stop it.
Now I know the face.
She says she don't have a pinky toe. No, you don't have a pinky toenail. You have the toe.
Where the toenail go?
She doesn't have a nail.
Why not?
I don't know. She's never had one.
So when she goes to the nail shop, do they give her like
Do they
a
paint the
discount?
skin?
Yes.
Right? Do they paint the little fat part of the skin,
Yes.
or do she just thug it out? She should get that shit tattooed like
Absolutely.
a teardrop. Hey, she should get like a gangsta ass Lil Wayne cross or a tattooed teardrop on her pinky, and then get you a pinky ring to go with it, and do whatever, and make niggas kiss it. Anyway. Across from me, man, we got my man still out here thugging it with me. I don't know why, because this nigga been going through it. You've been knowing this shit go down at my house for many years. My motherfucking brother, Drew. Welcome, brother.
What's happening? What's happening?
How you doing today, good sir?
Man, I'm all good, man. I'm blessed.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. You got any fans out there you want to speak to?
Man, shout out my son, Coy Boy. You know what I'm saying? Coy Too Clean. He on his way to LA right now, man, with the Battleborn 11U football team up out of Reno. They about to go down there to LA and smack something.
We're going to need them highlights so we can air them next week. We're going to need them highlights. Make sure y'all get something good. What do we do? What position he play?
He on the line, man. He defense and offense, man. He play both ways.
Iron Man football, huh?
And yeah, he definitely is on that Iron Man tip. The boy is a beast.
Shit, I want to see him out there pancaking some shit and put some
The
pressure
nigga,
on the
the
quarterback.
nigga keeps the pancake chain.
Man, that's what I'm talking. Speaking of football, Lex Vegas, put your motherfucking cleats on to be in that next game. How about that? What you talking ass? I ain't hear you respond to me. Lex, won't you please respond? Hey, y'all know what that's from? Y'all seen Cuz who did that? The UFC fighter?
I know the song. I don't know the.
Oh, that shit is the problem.
Okay, so listen, I'm gonna tell you the backstory with this, right? There's a guy named King Baum, a big black motherfucker that a few months ago there was a UFC fighter, and he lost the fight on purpose, but he said that he lost the fight because he had 2 outbreaks of herpes during his training camp.
Shit.
Right? So what he was doing was he was baiting in the media, right? So the other night, he been calling Jimmy Kimmel out because, Jimmy Kimmel's name was on Ghislaine Maxwell in the Jeffrey Epstein flight log. So he got on the air and he say, I fight to eradicate child hunger and malnutrition. And until we get the Ghislaine Maxwell motherfucking flight log and Epstein flight log, everybody in Hollywood is on that list to me. All y'all pedophiles, eat dick. And then I said, oh, not all heroes wear capes. And now he do a Jimmy Kimmel challenge. They fucking cancel him on everything, bro. He's like my hero. And he's very bland with it. He just has his guitar and he's like, Jimmy, won't you please respond? I'd be like, hey, who's gonna
Buddy is sick with it.
That nigga hard as fuck. Not all heroes wear cape. Man wears capes. And shout out to that man and that mission that he on. And man, keep that man safe by all means because them some nasty some bitches and everybody know it. And which is something we're gonna talk about a little bit right now because Coolio just recently passed away. Rest in peace to the West Coast legend. He was popping when I was a teenager, Fantastic Voyage. And of course, I didn't really care for Gangsta's Paradise. I thought that was really watered down. You know what I mean? So, but nonetheless, there have been a lot of interesting things coming to light about the situation and the circumstances surrounding his death. And he was doing a lot of speaking out too. And, that seems to get you a huge target on your back when you're in any kind of public view light, or when you're seen, or when you have a little bit of boost, you can't go outside the lines and the regulations of what the gatekeepers to this particular community deem. Shut your bitch ass up, basically. You know what I mean? They don't want you doing any kind of talking about the shit that goes on behind the closed doors at their meetings that P. Diddy be at, and Jamie Foxx and them niggas. I mean, the stories are rampant, but what happened with him, to what I've been learning, is that they invited him to do some of these questionable things, and he wouldn't really speak on it too much, because he said once he started speaking on it, shit started happening to him. And he says that he went to jail, and that his son went to jail. He said the son had a paid attorney. Son went to jail for some shit. He said the son's case was relatively small with a paid attorney. He said he was in court every day. He said he's seen these people who had worse cases walking, and they threw the book at his son, and they was trying to silence him then. So he proceeded doing a little bit of talking and shit. Well, I guess he died at his fucking manager's room. They try to give him CPR for 45 minutes. Something just doesn't feel right about that whole situation. And that's another scenario to where, these gatekeepers of the industry, we're going to have a discussion about this for a second, and I want to hear what y'all think. So I'm going to open the floor. Keep sharing too, baby.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. So anyhow, if you're not familiar with what goes on behind Hollywood and behind the closed doors, and my show is based on a whole bunch of shit, and I haven't really been on my conspiracy shit yet, but when do things stop being a conspiracy theory and start being facts? You know what I mean? When do they start being, I can't even stress the fact right now that everything from 9/11 to damn near present that was once considered a theory has indeed turned out to be true. 99% of the shit that turned out to be true. And so with that being said, they have gatekeepers, and every single plateau that you reach while you're climbing in the industry, you have to do a certain thing to reach that next plateau. So the first thing you might have to do is put the dress on. You know what I mean? From what I've learned, and from what I've been, several stories, the first thing they do is send a stylist at you. They send a stylist at you and then later dress out like, man, you should put that on. Stylist see you gonna go, he gonna invite you to a party. Now, if you hear Nori talks about it a lot on No Jumper, and a whole bunch of other shit, shout out to the No Jumper boys trying to be like you when I grow up. But anyway, he talks about these parties. Papoose is another one who talks about this shit. And he tells you, man, listen, you go in them doors, man, you gonna see some shit in there, and there's gonna be drugs everywhere, and the next thing you know, they're gonna be calling you into an office the next day talking about, yeah, we got a deal for you. Shit, well, I ain't signing no deal. Oh yeah, roll that tape for partner right quick. We gonna see about that. You know what I mean? Yeah, your son said, "What's up, bro?"
That's right.
What's going on, young bull? Go out there and hit
What's
something, man. Man, listen. So anyhow, they'll approach you with the dress and with the offer, and then they say that shit. The motherfucker put that camera on, and nigga, you up there, nigga, getting rammed through. And you're like, shit, I better sign this, and then you should probably shut up about it. So, what do you guys know about any of this? Ebony, you should know a lot because you sit next to me most of the day because you don't be having shit else to do.
And then I tune you out like a mom does.
Answers, please.
What do I have to say about the whole situation?
What do you know about it? What do you have to say? What do you know about it? What do you like? What is your opinion on it? Do you think this is a real thing? Do you think that these are theories? Do you think that this is something that really happens? Here's where you answer. Like, it wasn't a hypothetical question, nigga. I'm sitting here like, nigga, engage in dialogue. You got a mute button? The fuck does somebody mute this nigga, man? We need to.
Hey, when it comes to these artists, though, they have so much influence because of how many people they reach with they raps and they lyrics, and they followings are massive. You know what I'm saying? And when they get to talking that shit, a lot of people listen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that shit is something that they can't go for. Every single, from what I've seen, man, as soon as these cats get to talking that shit, it's all bad for them.
Yeah,
it is all bad for
Well,
them.
I'm gonna tell you,
And it just go and it just like case by case by case by case basis. And when you just like you just said, when does all of this conspiracy theory shit? When does enough conspiracy theory? When is enough that motherfucker just be like, man, this is legit.
I mean, same thing with the jab. You know, everything that they said about that fucking jab
Man.
turned out to be fucking true and worse than what they were saying, because there's people who I wish like God would have just listened. Like, I just wish that a lot of people who I just yelled from the top of the mountain, like, hey, listen, read the papers, read the documents, find out what those ingredients are, find out why this is in there, find out they're releasing these shits that they didn't want to release for like 75 years for a fucking reason. And now they all in court about the shit. Tripping.
I thought it was crazy when that shit first was coming out that they wouldn't when they do a vaccine, they don't release the ingredients to that shit off the dribble.
No.
They wait 2 years is what I was told. I ain't done no research on it, but I was told they wait 2 years from the time that shit hit the streets before they start releasing the ingredients.
Well, the thing with this is they didn't want to release. So they did basically what the United Kingdom Parliament did a few years ago. And what happened was there were some investigators investigating the parliament in the United Kingdom. And it was a whole bunch of stuff going on, crimes towards children. And these guys, I mean, the whole fucking parliament, you know what I mean? They were about to go down, you know what I mean? And what they did behind closed doors is they held a secret meeting, right? They came, it was like Congress, you know what I mean? So they had a meeting and they said, hey, everybody's who's being investigated, we're going to do a non-disclosure act that lasts 100 years. They can't bring this shit up. They passed it. That's like everybody in Senate passing it behind closed doors. So these guys can't even be investigated. They can't be nothing for 100 years. There's a silence. Like, they can't do it. And there's actually a lot of people trying to fight that to lift it, because motherfuckers have the right to know which one of you motherfuckers is doing what with the kids. And how dare you guys keep something like that a fucking 100-year secret? So the jab people, they wanted to do the same thing. And shout out to the judge in New York who said, fuck no, these people need to know what you're putting in them and why you're so adamant about putting it in them. So the shit that they wanted to do, they wanted to have a 75-year fucking seal on everything before they released any of that shit to the public. And if you don't have nothing to hide, you know, you shouldn't need 75 years to want to release what it is.
75 years.
75
that sounds
years.
crazy.
Yes, it does have luciferine in it.
Can you even put that, just add that shit up? Nigga, I'm gonna do something today and we holla back in 75
years after the I'm seeing,
man.
I mean, even they did people like Dr. Malone. They did people like Dr. Malone. Yeah, you absolutely right, Valencia. It does have luciferase in it, and that shit is bioluminescent. And if you
can y'all put me on? I'm not hit.
Well, I'm about to tell you. So one of the ingredients in the jab is a thing called luciferine, and it's bioluminescent. So that means it glows in the dark. So basically, if you pay attention to a lot of the big cities, they're changing their lights to fluorescent lights.
Yeah.
Well, that shit goes under those lights. So that's, to me, I can't yay or nay this, but from what I'm being told, it's just a quick way to identify who has it running through their bodies or not. You know what I mean? According to them. But it has other things too. I mean, it's like a fucking envelope. So basically they shot you up with an envelope that at any given time, the envelope can be remotely opened, and then whatever the fuck is in that envelope could take action or take charge. And it's probably going to be in conjunction with some sort of a frequency. 5G towers, maybe. Hey, what do I know? I'm just a dumb conspiracy theorist. Anyway, but yeah, so
hey, it's crazy though. You be right by the 5G tower and have terrible ass service.
Terrible service. They have 5G towers up and down. Kids been from fucking all up and down it, but you can't get no reception between 130th and motherfucking 119th. Not a bar. You can't change your song, but you look on the corner and they on every fucking corner. And you know, there's been some interesting thing going on. Yeah, hell yeah. And I really believe that when they flip the switches, I believe that, I mean, because if you do research and you understand exactly what they could do and the type of weaponry that they have just with frequency technology, like DARPA, they're the baddest motherfuckers out there making shit that'll hurt you bad. They have mosquitoes, you know what I mean, that are capable of delivering a disease to you that could knock you down. And they've been having this technology for 50, 60, 70 years. This ain't nothing new, you know what I mean? But they're developing a shit and they're making it to more where it's more like bioengineer type of shit, because these motherfuckers they have priors for literally flying over. I mean, St. Louis. They flew over St. Louis and they poured the fucking city of St. Louis with fucking all kinds of chemicals and fucking. Speaking of fucking chemicals, if you guys are out there watching, please do not let your children eat the lunches at school. They just did a massive fucking thing to where a whole bunch of parents from a whole bunch of places decided to get their kids lunch or their meals that they eat at school and send them to get tested to see the amount of heavy metals, the amount of shit that's not supposed to be in these fucking meals that they're giving our kids. This shit was 67,000 something times over the contamination levels and everything. I mean, heavy metals, fucking shit that causes all kinds of shit. And they wonder why these kids are bad and all these illnesses and all these fucking, hey, what's going on, man? How you doing, baby? They wonder why the kids are behaving the way they are and why it's so much crazy shit going on with them. And because we're being poisoned by air, land, and sea. You know what I mean? And, you know, another thing that I wanted to talk about too today was we're going to talk about addiction and depression because all that shit goes hand in hand.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And when you're depressed, you usually become addicted to something because you're looking for an escape. And you know, I don't like for people to fuck around with people with addiction or depression issues, especially when you don't know nothing about it. If you don't know nothing about addiction or depression, homie, stay the fuck out that lane because it's a real thing. I don't like people who, I don't like motherfuckers who use that shit as, because, you know, it's a large crowd of people with some kind of chemical dependency or alcoholic dependency. And it's an even larger crowd of people suffering from some kind of a depression issue. And when you throw those in conjunction, that's an even larger crowd because now they go hand in hand. So to me, you're exploiting these people in something that they're going through that they probably have no idea that you know what I mean? And certain people recognize the exploitation and certain people don't like that shit. So if you don't have that kind of fucking problem or that kind of issue, stay the fuck away from the whole subject. Because there's a whole bunch of people who really, really go through that type of shit. And I'm not, you know, like, I've been more of an addict than a depressed person, to be honest with you. Shit, I recently stopped snorting cocaine. Shit, I snorted motherfucking cocaine, nigga, since I was a kid, damn near. Never thought I was addicted. Nigga, who would think 30-something years you ain't dying and feel like addicted? Nigga, yes, but I wasn't like, you know, it was, to me, that was just a rich man kind of drug. You feel me? Like niggas was getting hella money. It wasn't like I was stealing VCRs and shit, like sucking dick in the bathroom and no shit like that. Like niggas was drinking and snorting. But you know, with that comes, I noticed this every time I've been in a jail cell, it's usually because I have some kind of liquor or some kind of drug in my system. Terrible decisions. You sit there. I was just telling the homie about this. You know, the word alcohol is actually. It's based off an old Arabic word called alkul, A-L-K-U-L or A-L-K-U-H-L maybe. And it basically means the spirit, right? So when you go to the store, to the liquor store, whatever, it's, you know, liquor, wine, and spirits. Well, think about this. How many times have you been drunk, blacked out, and not remembered how you made it home, into the bed, operated, functioned the whole night, don't know what the fuck you did? You weren't yourself. You were under a spiritual entity, like you were being possessed by the alcohol because you know you weren't yourself and you weren't. So then you deal with the depression after that because you drunk for 3 or 4 days and drugged for 3 or 4 days. Now that shit's starting to come down, so now you're really depressed, like, and so now your energies is all fucking thrown off of whack because you've been under the influence of these things, and it's a real thing. So I mean, like, what do you think about alcohol and depression and chemical dependency, Tim?
I mean, I feel like everybody had their vices. You know, for me, it's food. I mean, I'm being funny, but I'm not.
I ain't giving up my food now. Cocaine was enough.
I mean, you know, there's usually something that makes people happy, or at least the illusion of happiness. So I feel like I'm not saying it's necessary, but I understand why people do what they do. I you know, obviously hope people find a different way, but sometimes that's the only time that they can feel themselves.
So can I ask you a question? So like is there certain things that would you say that that's one of your vices, or like, is it? Is that one of your things? If you get depressed or something, do you go to food, or like, do you like? Is that like? Because I know, like, nigga get depressed, nigga go to the bottle, or to the weed, or to the whatever. Is that like? Do that put you in a better place, or is it like? What is your like your personal? If you want to answer, you don't have to answer.
I mean, no, I mean, I can answer it. I mean, when I get into that type of mood, I honestly, I isolate. And I feel like too much isolation is too, it's a drug, and it can set you back a little bit because you start to get into your own head too much.
Yeah.
So
The devil's playground.
yeah, it's kind of like it's just where I feel the safest, essentially, and I mean, I'm. It's not necessarily a battle I have to, really fight that hard, because I'm a very sociable person. Like, it's not like I have a hard time with communicating with people. I could literally pull up a conversation with anybody.
Right.
So I would definitely say isolation is definitely a gift and a curse, because I can be by myself and be fine, but also understand how I can miss out on a lot from it.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's important to don't let yourself. It's nothing wrong with a little bit of. Sometimes you have to take that time for yourself, and not so much isolate, because that can also be a dangerous thing to do. You right, but I think sometimes you need to take that self to wind down and to unwind and just kind of get in touch with yourself. And hopefully, while you're doing that, you're talking to your higher power.
I touch myself a lot.
Me too. Earlier. Mr. Drew, what about you? What are your thoughts, sir?
But shit, somebody that's been through it, it's a hell of a thing, you know what I'm saying? Because you talk about depression, and then you're talking about substances, and really a lot of times the depression starts before the substances, and then you end up trying to cover up some depressed up ass shit that happened in your life. You know what I mean? So now you trying to self-medicate, and that's why, especially in our communities, the Black and brown communities, you know what I mean, we always are supposed to be like tough, like, man, just handle it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you went through some serious ass trauma, and you don't know how to fuck, and there's nobody to talk to about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You internalizing it. Now you drinking, you smoking, you snorting, you experiment with other drugs. You know what I'm saying? And you shit, it just be fucked up.
Yeah.
And it really starts young in our communities. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, especially with the culture that we have now. I mean, these kids are.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
terrible. I mean, and
absolutely.
Far be it for me to judge any music or any of that kind of shit like that, but the way that what Drew was saying is absolutely right. The way that this game and the way that this whole thing was designed, you weren't kind of allowed to show your feelings, or you weren't able to vocalize or verbalize or rationalize vocally. So a lot of times you have what's called an implosive personality. That means you take it all in. You take it all in until that one motherfucking hair that breaks the camel's back, and then boom. And it might be something so fucking small, you know what I mean? Because part of our culture, and I'm half Black and half Hispanic, so I've seen both sides of that fence. And Drew over there, he's a badass white kid, so he went. That nigga had a door. He one of them niggas with a door when he was a kid. No, but from no bullshit to the side, in culture, even in white people have the fucking same shit growing up, and I feel like we have to stop compartmentalizing social problems with racial problems like that, because I feel like this white, Black, Mexican, Chinese, everybody's, and especially as of now lately, the way we all been in the same shitty ass fucking boat that we were fucking paddling down Schitt's Creek in, we all turned out to be niggas. You know what I mean? We all the niggas, who not the rich motherfuckers. Everybody has a common goal. I feel like everybody's goal is essentially you want to take care of your family. You want to protect, you want to provide, you want to make it home safe, and you want to repeat the next day. And believe it or not, that's kind of everybody's goal. Everybody wants to protect, provide, and essentially just, live a peaceful life without any bullshit. And it's always some kind of division. It's always some kind of, whatever. and it makes it, it makes it to where everything is compartmentalized and separated because of the segregation issues and the color lines. But like I said, if the past 2.5 years hasn't showed us anything, it's that we all niggas. We all some niggas. You know what I mean? So, and no matter, it's a shame because I didn't learn how to vocalize and I didn't learn how to get into, because right now, and it's it's almost like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Because if you use your impulsive personality or your impulsive actions or whatever, and you hold it all in, then one day you just start tearing shit up. Well, then
after you start, it just becomes who you are. So now you just lit.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now you lit. Now you desensitized, and now you with all of the bullshit.
Yeah, I'm ready for all that shit now. And I'm tired, nigga, and I'm drunk, nigga, and I've been fucking holding this shit in for years. And bitch, what you mean? Who the fuck did what? I'm finna, nigga, and you finna get whipped for everything. All that new.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about that snowball gonna turn into an avalanche. Quick.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And it's just been building up. So
with severe consequences for everybody involved.
Well, here goes the problem with that. Because when you learn how to rationalize and when you learn how to vocalize and when you learn how to express yourself vocally, because I had to take several classes to do this shit. I didn't used to know how to talk and tell you what was wrong with me. But now often what I find is when I vocalize and when I rationalize and when I tell you I'm fucking angry about what you're doing and I don't agree with this and I feel like I always use I feel statements. And me and the homie get into it all the time. He's like, man, you always talking about you feel. Well, yeah, it's important to use I feel statements. You know what I mean? So I didn't know how to do that shit before. So now when I rationalize and when I vocalize and when I put my feelings out there, all of a sudden now you're a crybaby. I'm a crybaby. Well, what the fuck
you a little punk?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so when I just decided up and start kicking the shit out of everything, then like what? Then I'm a bully. You know what I mean? So it's just the culture. And I feel like I tell man, listen, I tell the homies all the time, bro, there ain't nothing wrong with being able to express yourself, like how you feeling. It's important to express yourself how you feeling. Even if you're not good at vocalizing, write that shit down, get it out your body. You know what I mean? Journal, write that shit down, do something to get it out of your body.
Communication is definitely important, and it's okay not to be okay, man. You know what I'm saying? There's always somebody to talk to. I know that when you be in your bag, snorting your dope or whatever you be doing, you know what I'm saying, drinking or whatever, you know what I'm saying, feel like you can't get off those tracks, it's always somebody out there to holler at you, you know what I'm saying, because help is just a phone call away. And when you deep off in them type of depressive states, you know that you need help, you need to get out, you know what I'm saying, and sometimes you got to be your own best friend.
Yeah, absolutely. But you got to make sure that
and reach out.
Yeah, sometimes you got to make sure you don't turn into your own worst enemy too, because that's a double-edged sword. And yeah, you right. Valencia, you right. Them ain't the only two emotions. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just feel like blah. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't know how you feel, but good feelings are contagious, and passing and transferring energy is a real thing. So it's important to me myself. I check on my homies all the time. If I know they're going through shit, I reinforce the fact that I care for them and that I love them, and that I'm there for them. Do anything. So I'm one of the people you can call me and talk to me anytime, day or night, because I would hate to think that I was the last person one of my friends called me before they decided to do something that I possibly could have prevented.
I thought you was playing when you said you would.
They don't know nothing about that, Tim. You was playing when you was. Name that song, Drew.
I think y'all are doing a bad rendition of the shit. So,
no, that's Scarface. We did an excellent rendition.
Okay.
You don't know that song?
Nah.
Man, I'm gonna play it for you when you leave. It was about his homeboy, Diggy. I want to say it was really about him, but he told it under the pretense that he was leaving his homie house and he seen the ambulances and shit headed back towards his house. And he knew something was up, so he busted a U-turn and his homie had killed himself and shit. But very dope song, very deep song.
It's called Suicide Note.
Suicide Note. That, hey, we gonna listen to that shit. That's one of them songs that give me the chills every time I hear it. In fact, when we take a break, we're going to listen to that shit at the top. Can we listen to that at the top? No, because them motherfuckers don't let us do shit. I can't stand them son of a bitches. Oh, you going down now. They filed some kind of class action lawsuit. All of them got hammered. YouTube, Twitter, a bunch of motherfuckers just got served. Like they about to man, listen. How are you motherfuckers talking about what we can and what we can't do, and you motherfuckers are selling all our information illegally? We didn't consent to you selling our shit. We don't agree with your nigga, yo shit that you did. Our community rules don't go agree with it.
You suck.
Yes, you do. Anyhow, so like I said, that shit is very real, man, and it's a shame that our culture is so desensitized and so detached from the ability to communicate effectively. You know what I mean? It's not a cool thing. They made it uncool to be two things: to be smart and to be able to articulate yourself using words. You know what I mean? They made it cool to do a whole bunch of killing, a whole bunch of drugs. I mean, these kids are fucking 10, 11 years old, depressed. What in the fuck is your bitch ass depressed about? You don't pay nan bill. You got every fucking game in there.
It has a lot to do with the poison that they're being fed from the time they're born, from the images that they're shown on the TV,
absolutely,
to the parenting and tutelage that these adults that are having these kids are giving them, and the poison in that food, man. It really, really has an effect on these kids,
yes,
man.
It does.
Absolutely.
And not only that, it's not only the food, but think about this. When you're a kid and they start poking you with shit right away, and when you start getting cavities and shit, the first thing they want to do is fill your shit up with those fucking caps and all that shit. That shit do not supposed to be in your body. That metal do not supposed to be in there, not even a little bit. And they use metals and toxins like that. And there's a plethora of that door. That's such a wide door to open up to say, why is the situation the way it is with the kids, and why are they so depressed? Because it's an accumulation, and it's a wide assortment of a few things. You know what I mean? You got the music that they pump in.
Right.
Every fucking rap artist who has any kind of pull or any kind of juice is depressed and on some kind of fucking drugs. They're sad and they're on drugs. So kids, see, the thing about Hollywood and the thing about the music industry is it's a big psyop. And if you don't know the word psyop, it means psychological operation. So Hollywood itself was founded by the CIA just for a mind fuck. You know what I mean? They understood that they could easily manipulate the masses because people idolize the things and the people that they see on TV. So if you make this motherfucker pop, if this nigga say moonwalk and a million motherfuckers like him, a million motherfuckers gonna be out there moonwalking. You know what I'm saying?
I have a question.
Sure.
Somebody told me, man, when I was talking to a friend, he said that the people that run hip hop, these major conglomerates, have huge stakes and full ownership in private penitentiaries.
Absolutely.
I haven't done no research, but this is just what I heard.
Well, I'm going to answer that for you, and that's an excellent topic that you brought up. Okay, so
because I mean, it's a perfect circle.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna give you the rundown on that. So
that's a cold get down.
Well, yeah, and it's brilliant because
absolutely.
But I mean,
they feed their own system.
So listen, if you know how the penitentiary system works, usually you get about $35,000-$40,000 per fiscal year per inmate in bed. That's just to keep the bunk full. Now, if you're in county jail, it's probably roughly a few dollars short. Then you got commissary, that's a huge money maker.
Oh my goodness.
Then you got your pay phones that are fucking huge money makers. You got your J-Pay that are huge money makers. So now when you go to the big house, a lot of times you have to go to work, prison industries. I worked at a tree camp one time, and I was talking to one of the NDF guys, and they wanted us to do 3 acres a day, cutting down 3 acres a day, 12-man fire crew, right? So I'm like, hey man, Woody, how much y'all get paid an acre? Motherfucker said $5,000 an acre. So you want 3 acres from one 12-man crew. There's 12-man crews. So let's just do some simple math. So you getting $15,000 times 12 per day. Free labor. Well, excuse me, we make $1 a day. $1.
Risking your life.
Risking your life. I've seen motherfuckers get their whole half of their arm cut off with a chainsaw out there doing that shit.
Right.
I seen motherfuckers come back to camp, nigga. One of the niggas come back to camp smelling like smoke, nigga. No eyebrows, nigga. Half your beard frayed off because you been out there, nigga. You got stay boots on. You been out there fighting fires and shit. Them bitches melted to your foot.
I'm absolutely certain that there's penitentiary crews that got smoked out there.
Definitely, because what they tell you is when you're out there fighting the fire, they'll give you this little ass tarp about this fucking big.
Oh, I've seen it. I
Yeah,
know.
you
I
seen
know
it?
the little,
Yeah,
the little
the
silver joint.
Yeah,
And that's when it's all over.
Nigga, I'm gonna look like a
my
rotisserie
goodness.
chicken in this motherfucker. I'm pretty sure my fat ass can
Have you,
outrun this
have you
fire.
seen that? Have you seen that movie about that fire crew up out of Prescott, Arizona?
Nah, I haven't.
It was like 20 something of them got RIP.
No shit. I mean, it's a dangerous fucking thing.
Yeah,
It is, bro.
They got swallowed up by a fire, and they all had to hit the shelters, and nobody made it. It was like one of the greatest disasters in wildland fire history, I believe.
Damn.
It's a great movie.
So we have to watch it. But anyhow, back to prison. So there was a fella from the record industry who he actually has an article. I'll send it to you later on. But he you good, Tim? Oh, okay. Nigga, was you stretching or some shit? I thought you was about to fall through the wall, nigga.
No, I was releasing the extra gas.
Oh God, scoot back over. So anyhow, there was a fella who said that he was invited to a gathering, and when he got to the gathering, he said he recognized a few of the other faces there from the music industry, and you know, a whole bunch of big wigs and shit, and you know, some other faces that he didn't recognize. And when they got ready to start the meeting, you know, the guy came in there, had everybody sit down. He came and he says, "Hey, I'm such and such and such, and you know, I'm one of the first owners of you know, private prison industry. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take, because if you think about it, when hip hop and rap first started, it started on the East Coast in New York, and it wasn't gang banging, it wasn't NWA, it wasn't fuck the police, it was fight the power, it was Public Enemy, it was brothers preaching life. It was militant. It had people marching. It had people knowing 5 points, and you know, 5 sinners, and they was doing a lot of wisdom. They was passing a lot of wisdom. And what these motherfuckers recognized that, hey, these boys might be onto something. We can't have a million of these motherfuckers behaving like this. So they decided they was gonna take rap and turn it into what it is today. So you had these motherfuckers sitting around dictating the direction to which the music that they are completely fucking vandalized, you know, fucking just basically. If you think that these niggas is controlling the way that they on stage, whether it be the women up there gyrating and talking about how good their pussy is, or whether it be the niggas talking about how depressed they are, how many niggas they shot. If you think them niggas is in control of what they doing, like to this, you know what I mean? They're not. They're being, they want to demoralize shit, right? And basically it's brilliant. I mean, so he took it. Dude said when he had this meeting, he got up and he left the record industry immediately. He hasn't been back because he said that he's seen rap music go from from fucking Public Enemy and guys like that to NWA overnight. And what that did was cause an influx to the fucking prison industry. And you know, prison industry, pharmaceuticals, and military are big fucking money makers. That's why we're always at war. That's why we're always sick. And that's why there's never no empty prisons. Them bitches would rather build 27 prisons than one college. They will build 27 prisons and not one college. California has new prisons up the ass.
I heard about this one situation. There was this one county where this dude had bought the prison, and he had the police in his pocket and the judges in his pocket, and they was filtering so much inmates to this dude's facility.
Yeah,
the judge got knocked down for it because
absolutely.
I mean he was throwing smoke at cats. For I'm talking about some bullshit. He's smoking them out.
Yeah, the motherfucker was getting paid. All the motherfuckers was getting paid.
Right, I heard that, man.
Yeah, that was a real
said
thing.
That's fucking crazy,
I
man.
mean, think about it. How many
That, you
times?
know how many motherfucking lives that shit done ruined and fucking families that shit broke apart.
Well,
Niggas fucking moms died when they was in that joint, man.
I mean, think about it like this.
God,
think about it like this.
Come on.
Right now, and you know, I said this way back in the late 90s and in the early 2000s. I said as soon as these motherfuckers could figure out how to put a tax on marijuana, it's going to be legal.
Right
now it's legal, but they made it to where these niggas been selling weed their whole life. Nevada. You know, Nevada once upon a time was a zero tolerance state.
One seed.
Felony. This right here is a felony. Every single one of these, nigga. When I went from California to Nevada, felony. When I went from California to Nevada, I had a habit of, because you know, Cali, they don't be tripping. When I went there, nigga, I had a habit of riding around with a whole bunch of roaches and blunt roaches and shit on my ashtray.
You going to jail?
You're going to jail, nigga. They had a law
with a
called,
heavy case,
nigga, 12 to 30 months. 12 to 30, nigga. 1 to 3, 12 to 30 right now.
One
1 to 2 and a
marijuana
half.
roach.
One and nigga, if you have 7
Fucking
of them,
crazy.
if you have 7 of them, that's 12 to 30, 12 to 30, 12 to 30. You better hope they don't run wild on you. You know what I mean? Because I mean, they had a law called internal possession. You know what I'm saying? And basically the police used to be out like at the casinos and shit like that. And they'd be walking by. And if you looked high, they would take you to jail. Ebony.
You know what? Are you guys leaving the total or are you putting a tip on here?
Yeah, my wife would take care of it. I don't know where she went. She might be in the bathroom.
Tell me how much you put on it.
You could put like $5.
Okay, I got it.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
You guys have a good one.
You too. The pizza man stepped in for a minute, y'all. It's about to go down during break. Tim, you hungry, cuz? What time we got, man?
58. It's time to go break.
All right, and prisons, yes, they are federally funded. The prison industries is the fucking beast. And
Federally funded, or is it privately owned but federally funded?
No,
is that the gist?
privately owned means privately owned. That means like not me, but some other niggas got together and say we own this.
But the feds don't fund
them.
Okay,
no. That's why they can fuck you 9 ways from Sunday and them bitches. They don't have no federal regulations. You can't pull their funding, no none of that.
Okay.
Them private prisons is shitholes, homie. Super shitholes. But we'll be right back, man. Hang out. We got some more good shit going on at the top of the hour, man. We'll be right back. Yes, we are back. Yes, I am chewing my bad. Pizza still through. That shit good as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. But back to the prison shit. So, it's a machine, and it's a non-stop, one-stop shop. Fuck you, Bob Barker. He's a bitch. If you know, you know. I hate Bob Barker. Man, bitch. You ever put the Bob Barker drawers on? You get the Bob Barker jumpsuit, motherfucking Bob Barker
soap, toothpaste, toothbrushes, combs,
Bob Barker
shoes,
towels,
pants.
bed
He got
sheets.
the whole thing on smash.
Bob Barker, the price is right, huh, bitch?
I mean, and it's like he got that shit. He must have got a crazy ass contract with him, just like cause
that nigga dominates, bro. That nigga,
it's on him.
Everything. That nigga own the whole. I'm talking about.
It's all on him.
Now I heard a rumor, and from what I understand, there's another guy, but I heard that Michael Jordan owned a large percentage of some private prisons. Before.
That definitely came out. That definitely came out.
Well, from what I understand, it's a white man named Michael Jordan. I don't believe it though.
No, it was MJ.
Because
but they was trying to say it was a
white man.
No, they was trying to say it was some other shit that he had invested in. You know how you put your money over here? Y'all invested for me, and they had invested it, and he didn't know had no fucking
bullshit. Because from what I understand about him, he's like Uncle Ruckus or some shit. From what I understand about him,
absolutely,
yeah, you know what I mean. Like millionaires say that nigga when you take a picture with him.
Let me tell you a story about me being from Reno. You know what I'm saying? Lake Tahoe, right up the street. And they have the celebrity golf tournament.
Yeah, they always up there fucking doing all kind of shit. Whatever happened to Big Ben Roethlisberger for fucking that woman up there in Lake Tahoe with no?
They let him slide. They let him slide.
Your man went up there and raped a couple motherfuckers up there to rape at the
and then if I'm not mistaken, he ran up a crazy ass tab at the casino. I'm talking about he had a bill like 250 bands or something like that. And bounced and they're not playing that in Nevada. They're gonna come holler at you because they're gonna give you a marker if you're a boss.
Yeah.
They're gonna give you a marker.
I mean, look how they did the one boy at the Win. Who was that? Charles Barkley. They did something. It was one of them niggas who at the Win, they put that nigga. I was like, yeah, you can't never come back in here.
The Juice.
No, it wasn't. I mean, I'm pretty sure maybe
the Juice. What was he? Yeah, he had got thrown up out of somewhere. He almost went back to the joint for a parole violation.
Okay, so we're talking about O.J. Simpson, right? And being that we are Nevada's penitentiary system type of people too. This nigga O.J. Simpson was in the penitentiary at the same time as me, and he was in a prison called Lovelock.
Lovelock. Hey, Lovelock is different now, man. They done blended it after the coronavirus. They got a lot. They got some. Yeah, it's not just a.
Hey, watch them out. Yeah, I gotta watch them out.
I understand. It's not only. It's not only SNY yard, but they still have. They have active individuals on that yard now and everything. It's a very dishonorable thing, though, to be on that yard because they still have all of the dropouts,
all of the
transgender
weirdos,
inmates.
Well, listen, so the story was when we was in prison, I was actually in NNCC with his co-defendant. His name was CJ. He was from Detroit. I don't know if he's out or if he's alive, but shout out to you. He was a good nigga. So at that point in time, CNN and all the news channels was always coming onto the yard to interview this nigga about the shit. You know what I mean? But OJ was over in Lovelock. And this is prison, so it's the fucking highway. Everybody transfers and knows everybody's business. So they said that the nigga OJ Simpson was the gym porter, right? And I can see he's fucking the Juice. Why wouldn't he be the gym porter, right? They say OJ was in there fucking with them boys, man. The Juice was getting loose in that motherfucker. Hey, more power to him. I know when they transferred me to Ely, nigga, everybody who got off on them, nigga, love like. Remember that face, Lovelock, nigga, Lovelock. Like, we get your bitch ass off the bus, punk, man, motherfucker. But yeah, so, the prison thing, man, the That's definitely no conspiracy. And it's definitely
insane how much they charge for the phone, man. They make it so hard on your loved ones, man, to keep in contact with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Dudes, I done seen such horrible things over that phone, man.
Especially if you in prison in a different city or a different state.
Man, I mean, it's out of control, man.
Out of control.
I mean, you one phone call just to connect.
What's up, Just a Mess?
Just to connect, they're gonna hit you for like 85 cents.
Oh no, see, they switched it because no, actually the rates right now from the last time I was in there, they're not that bad because you get like a $2 flat call. You know what I mean? The county gonna fuck you up, but once you get up the road to the penitentiary, it's a $2 flat rate. The county jail, nigga, you use $100 in 2 or 3 days in the county jail being on the phone.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the county jail whoops your face, nigga. That's unrelentless and I'm talking about unrelentless.
15 minutes is gonna hit you like $6,
$6-7 here for a 15-minute phone
something
call.
Like that.
You know what I mean? And
I
I mean,
it's crazy, man. And that 15 minutes goes by so fast.
Man, you want to call again? And you
Yeah.
have a motherfucker hate to hear you have 60 seconds.
God,
call back,
get
man.
to talking fast. All right, I'll call you right back.
And then you fuck around, don't got no more money on the phone. I gotta run to the J put
Bruh.
the money on the card. Bitch,
Bruh.
you ain't got the money on the fucking card, motherfucker.
Bro, I need a phone call.
Hey, homie, hey, bro, I'm gonna give you my lunch tray, homie. Can I get a call from you? Then the nigga act like they don't see you when you by the phone and shit. Nigga be holding. Nigga, you see me sitting here, motherfucker.
Man.
Bitch. Kim, you slacking in your mackin over there, man. I need me a bitch. Hey, Gene pulled up last night slapping Too Short, right? Gene Miller, right? Shout out to the homie. Hey, Abby say, we need Tim here. I said, right, that nigga, bitch. Hell yeah, county jail's expensive. Just a mess. You was in there,
bro.
Nigga, you was in there for a week. What kind of charge? Hey, sis, I see ya, man. What's happening? What's happening, Mo?
Bro, the ramen was $135 a pack.
Oh my God, bro. Let me tell you something,
$135 a pack.
Man, I listen, when I be trying to tell them, hey, CO, cuz what day my train leave? I don't want my fuck this. No, because bro, they whoop. I want to be going on the next train. Put me on transport. Let me get up the road.
Let me tell you how crazy some of these prices were. $135 for a ramen. $569
for one.
A 3 ounces. Them little packs of tuna.
Okay, yeah.
The little
packs, yeah.
The little tiny packs of tuna.
Yeah.
Almost $6.
Nigga.
A bag of tortilla chips. One big large bag of tortilla chips, $7.
Oh my mama.
You know
I'm
what
talking
I mean?
about the county jail. Homie, me personally, I would rather do nigga 5 years in the penitentiary than a month in the county. Fuck that. In the county jail, nigga, you be locked down and in. You rarely can go outside depending on what kind of county jail you in. There ain't no yard. So you just confined. You might go to the cages. Yeah, you might go to the roof or some shit and play basketball or to the gym. You ain't getting no fresh air. You ain't got no Walkman. You ain't got no motherfucking JP5. Nigga, once you get to the penitentiary now, you can get your TV, your electronics, your headphones. You can start vibing on your own program. You know what I'm saying? But when you be in the county jail, nigga, you just, god damn, your skin start turning different colors because you ain't got no sun. You start getting a grayish tone. Nigga, they just,
You got to take the blanket to the seat. You keep sitting on them hard ass surfaces.
Man, you can't nigga out there trying to play spades the whole time in the yard or the fucking tier time. Boy, you better have a little funky ass.
Get you a blanket.
Now, why the fuck they never can't make a blanket that'll cover up your whole body? Why either your foot or
hey, them bitches. Hey, we was fucking them up. We was like, hey, they come for the blanket exchange. Hey, man, y'all ain't got them hypoallergenic blankets.
Hey, no. Hey, you know the best blankets to get when you in that motherfucker? Fuck the gray ones. Get the ones with the blue stripe. The blue stripe blankets be the long, thick ones, nigga. Hey, no. Give me the one with the blue stripe, homie.
They had like a fucking sleeping bag up at the joint. The little county jail I was at.
Yeah.
Like they gave you a sleeping bag, like they would call it a sheet, right?
Yeah.
But you just jump in that junk because
that's all you get.
Yeah, and then you get the
itchy motherfucker.
Itchy motherfucker. You know what I mean?
That bitch is mad out of like ugly
get,
Christmas sweater wool. And then motherfucking sucks. I hate that fucking sweater in them blankets.
You know, and then like 2 sheets. You know,
man, and don't try to get greasy and tell your age.
I'm not getting in the bag though, because you can't get up out of there.
Man,
in case you
gotta get down, hell yeah, I sleep with my shoes on. Nigga, what you mean for them? Nigga, depending on where I'm at, nigga, I sleep with my shoes on. Especially if we in dorm living. If I'm in a cell, though, let's lock this bitch in. But nigga, if it's dorm living, nigga, well, nigga, I'm sleeping right with my shoes on.
They put me in a compromising situation as it was, but being the person that I am, it was okay. But
they put you in with the white boys?
They put me in with a Southsider.
They thought you was one. You look like
they
look like Silas K. Holmes.
No, it was first they tried to throw me in with the shot caller for the woods.
They thought you was one.
Man,
nigga, you like
crazy. Bro, we both got to hitting the button. What is y'all
we can't
doing?
do this. We can't do this shit.
And then they took me next door and they threw me in. This is all maximum security, by the way. This is everybody ain't playing.
Where Ely?
No, this was a county jail thing.
Oh, night.
But
I never been to that jail. Fuck that.
It was really, really crazy because that one unit where they tried to throw me in with the white boy, it was all white boys. The whole joint was white boys in one essay. Yeah. And they were all going up for heavy shit.
Yeah.
Because they all max units, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they took me next door and it was an ICE unit. So you had a bunch of dudes that had been in the penitentiary for extended amounts of time.
They're all big pretty niggas.
No, it wasn't none of that.
There wasn't none of that there?
It was straight Serenos, man.
Oh, yeah,
straight Serenos, man.
Yeah, ain't none of that.
And then man.
Okay, so let me break it down for those of y'all who are on this side of the world. The prisons, it's a very, very big difference in the penitentiary system out here and back on the West Coast. So you have to be very careful. Like out here, there's not really politics involved in the penitentiary. The blacks don't have a phone. The whites don't have a phone. The Mexicans don't have a phone. The heartless felons, they got phones. Shout out to the homies.
Cell phones.
You feel? No, we got cell phones too. Nigga, I'm gonna tell you some. We're gonna tell the best penitentiary stories in a few minutes. I know you got a couple, so do I. But and Ebony, she got some too because she went to the joint.
We gonna talk about a gangster party.
Yeah, we gonna eat all the chicken.
Well, holy
you gonna eat all the chicken.
I'm talking about this shit was crazy.
So the
free little Kel. Man, free my guy, man. He facing a murder charge.
Free all the homies.
There,
free the homie Day Deuce, man. God damn it, Deucey.
He absolutely did not do it, man. I spent a lot of time with that guy, man. He very good dude, man. Shout out Lil Kel, man.
Shout out to the homie, man. But yeah, man. So the difference with the jail system here in the penitentiary system back on the West Coast is race and color play a huge role. Gang banging and all that neighborhood that you from, all that shit flies out the window immediately. As soon as you hear, I don't give a fuck, bud. You're from where? You go with those people over there, they from there. Them is your people. That's your card. And then, you know what I mean? But no matter what, your card will be over there, but you all one unit as a nigga. Same thing with the whites, same thing with the Mexicans. They have their own phones, they have their own showers, they have their own toilets, they have their own places that they eat at. You don't sit where they sit, they won't sit where we sit. We're going to keep it like that. A minor mistake, no eating together. You can cook together, but you can't eat out the same bowl. You can't share a chip with the nigga, none of that. You can gamble. All your money is good. You can
give them food that's closed.
Like they'll honor the store. You know what I mean? They'll be the store, or they'll come to shop with you at the store. You know what I mean? You can give them 2 for 1s or 2 for 3s or whatever the fuck it might be. But you can even bust a break or a spread or whatever you call it where you from with them. But you can't eat out the same bowl. Everybody has to take their portions and bounce. They can't. You know what I mean? So
they ain't none of that in Nevada.
Listen,
they wasn't having that.
None of that. No, you can cook. You can cook in Nevada.
They wasn't having that.
Shit, nigga, I've seen it plenty of times. Plenty of times you can cook.
The Serenos.
Oh no, they're not getting in with nobody.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, I
was specifically talking about Serenos and blacks.
Let me tell you something. Okay, so the whole thing that happened with the Serenos and with the 13ers, that happened behind 100 kilos of cocaine that came up missing in LA. So the story with that is, it was some niggas from Rolling 60s from Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace neighborhood, and it was a U-Haul that had 100 kilos in it, and it belonged to the Mexicans. And so the niggas from 60s took that shit, but all them niggas bounced and went out of town. This is real history. Pay attention, right? So basically the Mexicans was like, man, fuck that. We gonna put a hit on all the 60s. But the 60 them niggas was gone everywhere, moving the cocaine all throughout the states and shit. So they couldn't really catch none of them niggas. So they was like, you know what, fuck you. We gonna just go ahead and move on any Crips we see. So they like nigga pushing an aggressive line on every single Crip. Everybody dressed in blue and white was getting smacked, right? So, you know, right now, them neighborhoods that we watched growing up, like South Central, Boys in the Hood, all of them neighborhoods that you seen them niggas in, it's no niggas there no more. Them was controlled by the Mexican people now, because eventually that still wasn't satisfying the higher ups, and them motherfuckers basically say, hey man, you know what, fuck that. The first black person you see when you go across the line, smack that. So these motherfuckers will come across the line and they'll put in some work, like, you know, it's very segregated. So they'll come into the neighborhood, and if the first black person they see was a little 3-year-old girl outside on a bike, the orders are a green light. It's a hit. You know what happens when you don't go hit? You get hit.
Absolutely.
So that shit trickled into the penitentiaries, and I was actually in the penitentiary when the shit hit the fan. When that shit happened in 2004, the riots, when the whole penitentiary system rioted.
When everybody knocked heads.
Yeah, everybody was getting busted open with rocks.
It was a mandatory.
Everybody get down, nigga. The penitentiary was on lockdown for months after that, nigga. Everybody knew it was gonna happen. They were like, nigga, tomorrow we go. Nigga, tomorrow we go. I'm talking about, nigga, I was in Warren Springs, nigga, and it was active. You know what I mean? The motherfuckers, the Mexicans, nigga, it was niggas doing all kind of motherfuckers surrendering, laying under their mattresses, locking themselves in themselves, and it was some niggas who was out there hitting shit. You know what I mean? But the difference with that shit is, out here, they don't do that shit. It's, man, listen. So when I got out here, in fact, Drew, you tell me your story, because I want to hear one of yours, because I know your ass, because you was never supposed to be there, bro. You never was supposed to be in the penitentiary.
I'm gonna just tell you a lit ass motherfucking county jail story.
Come on with it.
Hey man, listen. All right, so I'm in Nye County and shit, and man, these dudes, the white boys been whipping up a batch of drink, and the essays been whipping up a batch of drink. Nah, it was the Ooses. My bad. It was the essays and the Ooses.
Man,
shout out to the Ooses, man.
Okay, so for those of y'all don't know what an Oos is, is like an islander, a Samoan or a Tongan. I always get mistaken for a Tongan.
Right.
Because a Tongan, if you think a Samoan is big, take a look at a Tongan. A Tongan is like a Samoan's big brother. Like, they'd be like, remember they used to call me Tongan Mike?
Hey, shout out Pulling Dino, man. The Ooses up there, man, getting loose.
Hey, them niggas up there. Remember when Drew Down came to Reno, nigga, and they had to riot? The Ooses, them niggas was tipping cars and shit over. Remember that for Hot August Nights?
Yeah, that was a legendary situation.
Legendary situation. If you in Reno, you from Reno, them motherfuckers got to tipping cars and shit over.
We're gonna have to talk. We'll talk about that another time for sure.
Come on with that story though, man.
Hey man, so check it. The Ooses been whipping they drink, and the white boys, you know, and I'm cool with everybody, man. So I'm sliding through everybody's house every day. I'm with everybody. You know what I mean? So I'm not with everybody. I'm with I roll black. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. But everybody was cool with me. It was a very non-typical situation that I was in. So boom, it's Sunday morning, and the white boy got some bad news on the phone, and he was like, fuck it, I'm finna crack my drink. It's not even ready, but I'm finna bust it. So the Ooses, I go over there, I'm talking to the Ooses. Man, these motherfuckers had 45 bottles, soda pop bottles, filled with drink. Shit looked like orange Alizé, right? And it was like fucking, it was strong as shit.
Strong as shit. If you ain't never had alcohol from the penitentiary, it's stronger than anything you get on the streets.
Listen, dude, it was like tequila and orange juice, right?
Oh,
and
yeah.
then I go to the white boys, I get a cup of they drink, I take it. I was doing this.
You the wrong person to drink in jail.
No,
too.
I didn't drink.
Oh, okay.
I didn't drink. I just wanted to sample it just for like some case study shit, because I had never experienced it before. So I was like, this. No, it was no white lightning. This was real Pruno.
Real Pruno. So it's Pruno.
This is a fruit-based sugar yeast,
and let it rise, nigga. Fester.
A whole bunch. All those soda bottles were part of the concoction. It was a serious situation. They had the little soap bottles in the trash bag for the burp. All of the shit.
Yeah, real thing.
Yeah.
A real thing, burp.
Filtering it. They in there filtering it out through a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? in the little tub.
Yeah. I'm talking about nigga jungle juice.
Listen. So boom, it's all these bottles of drink all over the place. They getting drunk, and that orange shit was so fucking strong. I only took I'm talking about a little cone of that joint. Case study. Same thing with the white boys. Theirs was Fireball. The white boys was red. And their shit was hot and spicy and dranky as hell too, but the Ooses had them whooped.
Yeah.
So you got both facets getting stupid ass lit on a Sunday, right?
You never know good.
Right? So it started out cool, and then the O started tripping with the essay. So they head to head, and then they start thumping in the cell. Pop, 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 pop. But we trying to break it up because we don't want the police to come in, right? Then the police come. Hey, but by this time, everybody in this bitch is dumb drunk. I'm talking about stupid fucking drunk. They playing cards, they gambling on the tier. There's bottles everywhere like we at a nightclub and shit. We got the music on 1,000. I'm like, oh shit. So here come the police. These niggas it's 2 police run up in there. The whole unit make a half crescent moon around the police and tell the police, we got this, man. It's us. We got this. Why the fuck? One of the white ACs said, why the fuck are you up in here? We got this shit. You know how the fuck we get in? I said, oh shit.
We got that ass up out of there too.
They left.
Yeah, immediately. What?
The gangster party proceeded.
Man, listen.
These motherfuckers go from hugging and shit to fighting like hell. Listen, okay, so the African man, dude, really from Africa, right? I'm talking about like Bobo. This nigga like we couldn't listen. we call him the one-eyed lion. Shout out Lino, man. Shout out Lino, man. Hey, I actually no, fuck Lino. That nigga stole. There ain't nothing worse than
we don't like stealth thieves.
There ain't nothing worse than a motherfucking thief in jail.
Yeah,
he
was the lowest
cool.
of the low.
He was cool until he wasn't. That he was cool as fuck. That was my motherfucking. I was playing chess with that nigga a lot, but he got mopped. So listen, he go up in the. He lived with the Oos, so he go in the cell with the Oos. The Ooses call him up there. Hey, come here. This motherfucker put 6 bottles of drink rolled up in his mattress. Cause you know, in the beginning of the day, you roll up your mattress. Yeah. You know what I mean? Ain't no laying down during the day. No. But the African, he ain't never do his joint like that. Yeah, he never roll up like that. So they open his mattress, all these bottles of drink fall out. They call his ass up there. Hey, come here. So boom, he come up there, and then these motherfuckers just went hammer time on his ass. I'm talking about they in there beating the fuck out of him.
Oh, shit.
And at this same time, the police is coming in. They coming back. They got more.
They got the goon squad now. Yeah,
no, not even the goon squad. No, they was short.
Okay.
It's only
coronavirus now.
Man, listen, it's only 3 squares, and this is a maximum security unit.
Ooh, wee.
They're not ready for this smoke.
Yeah, not even a little bit. They don't have no goon squad. Yeah,
no. So they on some like lock it down and shit. Niggas is grabbing bottles of drink. They like, man, I'm like, fuck that. We coming out. They like, yo, you gonna come right back out. Listen, the African is bleeding like a motherfucker, right? He get pulled off. They take him. Boom. So we locked down. Then, but one Oos didn't live with the other Oos, but they was homies.
Yeah.
The Pinot Oos get into it with the motherfucking the dude from Guam and say, let's squab. He said, why we gonna squab? He said, so it'll be fun. So they in the cell, they don't live together, but now they locked down together and they start fighting. Blood everywhere. The whole shit is covered. The Pinot walked down the cell. He like, he bleeding like shit, right? And the other nigga, he tearing up the cell. Fuck this nigga Lino. He stole, right? But the gangster party proceeded because everybody still had bottles of drink.
Oh, yeah.
So now the white boys started going crazy. They turned it into a rock concert.
A mosh pit?
A fucking mosh pit, dog. My neighbors, they was 3 deep in the cell next to me, and then it was 2 deep next to them.
Yeah.
They turned it into a rock party. They banged on the cell. Oh, they had a tub in there.
A
tub is like a
big
plastic
ass yellow
joint
tote. It's like a tote
that you sleep in when somebody is on the floor.
Oh, the Cadillac.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
That joint.
Okay.
Bro, they banged this shit on the dough and everything for 5 hours. 5 hours straight. Hey, shout out Lil Kill, man. Free Lil Kill. In the morning, everybody went to, oh shit. Shout out Boxer. Bruh, Boxer beat up his celly. The essay downstairs, he banged his celly out. The celly was like this. His whole face was swole. The gangster party proceeded. Everybody was going. Nigga, the next day, it was only 4 of us on the neighborhood. Me and a couple other cats.
Them niggas was asleep.
Everybody was in jail.
The whole over.
Everybody, the hole was full, so they had everybody locked down in the unit. I'm walking down the neighborhood, bro. They cells look like a lion, bro. There's blood all in their cells and shit. One of the white boys, he bust his nose, right? Man, this dude was crazy, man. Listen, he wiped it with his fingers like this, like war paint, and tripped out.
Oh yeah,
he was kicking the door so hard with a donkey kick. He scraped the skin off the front of his toe from glancing the ground. He scraped it. It was flat. He had a flat joint.
Sheesh, he in there kicking the fuck out, nigga.
Man, that drink was stupid strong. I'm talking, and listen, this is how everybody said. I don't remember what happened. I said, what?
How cool that spirit.
I don't remember what happened. And listen, I drink, right? That shit was super strong. Super strong.
Yeah.
And they drinking it like this. Da, 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 da.
Oh, they was guzzling.
Man,
Absolutely.
Listen. That shit be so serious in there when you be on that fucking man. That's the wrong. Okay, so are you done with your gangster story?
Yeah, that was just a crazy ass. That was just a crazy ass thing, man.
Everything you want to say?
They went from hugging and kicking it to everybody fighting and going to jail and everything fucked. The police was there. The police was there until 1 the next afternoon, still doing paperwork.
Bloody as fuck.
From the night, dudes was going to the hospital. Everything. A lot of rollouts. I had to roll up my cellies, as a matter of fact, in regards to that situation.
Why?
Well, because he's the reason why the whole altercation started. He was trying not to be with the Serenias, right? He wanted to run Paisa, and then the Sereno was like, "Wait a minute, hold on."
They had you in the cell with the Mexican?
Yes, they did.
How did
they pull that?
Yeah.
Well, listen.
But it was a Paisa or was a Southerner?
I was in there with. They did put me with a Paisa, but I was in there.
I'd rather be in there with a Paisa than a Southerner.
Listen, when I first went in, I was like, I told dude at the door, I'm like, I'm black, and they're like, all right, check this out. We finna go have a meeting. You know what I'm saying? You cool? I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm not even politicking like that. They're like, all right, cool. But this was an ICE unit.
Yeah.
So even though these dudes, they still had their rules, regulations, I was able to transcend all of them lines because they were all coming home fighting extraditions and they weren't going up. Yeah. So everybody was really trying to get back to their families.
The ICE unit cool. I mean,
they had been down for so many years, man. I'm talking
just
about
waiting for an extradition. I'd be feeling bad for them dudes. I ain't gonna lie to you, homie.
Free Night Owl, man. Free Ozzy, man.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. The Paisas, when you in the penitentiary, they don't be wanting no problems, no problem, my friend.
I didn't like being in there with the Paisa because he literally didn't speak no English. You know what I mean? So it's very hard communicating. I speak very, 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 very little Spanish. You know what I mean? And he spoke so little English that we couldn't communicate. But with the other cats, it was very good. It was very good communication, man. I met some really good dudes, man. And them Serenos, man, they some really good dudes, man. Yeah. Their rules is for a reason.
Oh yeah, let me tell you something. When it comes to when they say be there, be there. When it's mandatory workout. You miss your workout, come to the gym. We'll take care of you.
Right.
You get one pass, nigga. You missed your workout today?
So listen. The reason why I rolled my celly up is because when he wanted to switch sides, one of the cats, the cat that got beat up by his celly, he was like, fuck that. You got to give us back our bread. You know what I'm saying? We've been looking out for you and all of this shit. You know how when they come in, they first give you they give them. No, it was the Southsiders.
They both do the same thing.
They give them a big ass care package. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, bro, you stole from us. And he was like, run my fade. So they were up in my house. I'm sitting there with Lil Kel and I'm watching. He like, it's going down in your house. I'm like, yeah, I see. So, but Marcelli just sat on the bed and got punked, right? And I was like, whoa, you just let that happen. And my cell, it was a blind spot in there. I had the big John in the corner.
The corner John. That's the Motel 6. That's what I used to call that. I love that. That's the Ramada. That's like the Hilton. You walk like, nigga, why your shit?
Absolutely.
That's the handicap cell.
Big as hell.
Yeah, big as hell.
So it's a blind spot in there. So you can really get down. And he didn't get down. And then we got locked down. But because of that, it like turned everybody's shit up. You know, like in a riot, it just take one person to kick it off. he didn't handle his situation, so dude was running around with a bunch of fucked up energy.
Yeah,
and
so the Pythons wanted to get on his ass because he's trying to jump. The Southsiders wanted to get on.
He kept trying to run up the stairs, man, and he got a whole bunch of dudes blocking him like bouncers and shit, and it just turned the whole environment into such a fucking hostile, testosterone, frustration filled.
Plus, there's that liquor,
that drunk, I mean, shit show.
Yeah, absolutely
horrible.
Yeah, terrible, man. So,
but I wrote my cellier because he didn't fight.
You can't do that.
I told him in the morning. I told him in the morning, you didn't handle that shit last night. So as soon as these doors crack, you better have your shoes on. And I don't care what you got to do. You better go do what you got to do, or then you got to go.
He probably didn't understand you. He said
he spoke English. This guy, he chose to sleep. He chose to sleep. So I came after breakfast. I grabbed his foot. I shake him up like a pit bull, grabbed his foot, and I say, man, roll this thing up, man. You done fucked up, man. You a little bitch, man.
Yeah.
I
want to be no friend, no my friend.
Nah, nigga, get your ass up out of here. I said, your homie boxer got rolled up. You keep running behind him. He ain't here no more. So now you got to handle your own business, man. Man, you got to just get up out of here, man.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I know.
Police
I would have pulled the blanket back over me, turned over, or you know, see.
Now I'd have dumped his ass. I'd have dumped his ass off his bed. Police came in and they said, "Did you have something to do with your celly getting rolled up?" I said, "Man, you know that ain't my business."
Yeah, I don't stay out of that. I don't
that's
that.
them.
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck this nigga want to leave.
Why is my business? You know I'm black.
You say, that's the longest motherfucking walk in the world to see a nigga roll this nigga. What, man? You standing there at your bubble with all your shit. I gotta go. So basically, the terminology that we use when he's saying roll somebody up, you can get rolled up. That means that if you're in a cell or if you're in a pod or whatever, and you do questionable things or you do some things that might not reflect positively on you or the people that you with, or you have a charge that might be against women or even children, you get rolled the fuck up. That means whatever you came with, you leave that shit here, take your station, get the fuck out. We don't ask twice. You know what I mean? So
and they're gonna respectfully ask you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might just get your ass beat up.
Oh yeah,
but there's a way to go about it. You know, there's a respectful way. They're gonna just tell you, "Hey, respectfully, homie,
the Southerners,
it's not good for you. We're gonna fuck you off if you don't push this button."
And they're not coming back to it. If they come back, it's gonna be with boots on. The Mexicans got their boots on.
No, do not say no, because they have people that are ready to earn stripes. They have dudes like
torpedoes,
right?
On torpedoes. Now, torpedo is like a crash dummy. So
all he wants to do is go to maximum security penitentiary with a long stint in.
That's called making it to them. That's making it.
Right. He wants to be absolutely successful in the criminal underworld. These are the type of dudes that'll turn a 1 to 3 into a 15 with a kickstand. Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
Listen, our true story. My cousin, I won't say his name, but he was actually in California history because he was the first person that California tried as an adult for a juvenile crime. But when he was getting ready to be released from doing his sentence for the carjacking, he raped a boy. And they gave that nigga like 10 years on top of that shit because he raped him violently. The nigga was coming home like 2 days later. Like, nigga, you couldn't wait to get out to get the real shit. Like, why did you rape this nigga and turn your little 7 years, 4, 5, 7 years into a fucking 15, 20 year bid, bro? Like that didn't make no sense. So yeah. But anyhow, well, let's see, where do mine start at? Jeez, man. Anyone you want to hear?
Any stories
From prison.
First of all,
tell your story.
Did you ever go to Southern Desert?
Or no, I'm not from that area. I wouldn't go to Southern or High Desert. I'll be up north. I was never in like the Vegas area part of it.
See, you was before they're sending everybody down.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard
yeah.
NCC ain't a thing no more. Basically,
it's NCC. That's another that's another punk yard.
That's what they turned it to.
Yeah, it's
once upon a time that yard had a little respect behind it, man.
No,
some good niggas here.
No, it's definitely a protective yard and a dropout yard.
Oh yeah,
Norteños.
Well, yeah, because it's north. What would you say about?
So tell your donkey kick story.
I'm gonna tell a couple of stories. So when we in prison, if sometimes everybody around you don't have money, so we find other ways that you were able to pay your payments. I had a homie who used to gamble. He didn't have very much money, but he had all the heart in the world. So we used to gamble for the most outrageous things. I'm talking about humiliation to its finest. So me and this guy, we thought of these things when we were playing Tonkin Casino and shit like that. So we doing donkey kicks, and a donkey kick is where you put your hands on the ground like if he's gonna do a push-up, and you kick your legs behind you like a donkey, and you gotta say hee-haw, 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 right? Or you gonna have to play for some booty scoops, right? Then basically that just sounds like some funny shit. So basically what you gotta do is you gotta sit on the floor and you got to scoot on your booty all the way to the designated area. You might got to scoot all the way down the wing, or you might got to go and scoot around the police bubble. You should see the police's face. They be looking at this on this car around. So anyway, me and this one particular cat, we used to play for these things called dog shows. On-call dog shows. And it is exactly what the fuck it sounds like. So
is this a BDSM thing?
No.
I'm just fucking with you.
Kind of shit in the penitentiary. So listen, nigga, first you gotta announce it. All right, man, we about to have our dog come out there. So now you got the whole wing ready. Or if you in a chow hall or if you in a yard, you gotta make a spectacle. Because now you stand there with him and this nigga comes and sits next to you like a dog. And then you be like, come on. And nigga, you take off walking and he gotta trot along next side of you. And you be like, stop, sit.
That
speak
is
roll over,
sick,
bro.
Shit.
I'm talking about me and the homie used to be.
I never gambled, but
is that why they called you a pit bull?
Fortunately for me, I was never on the losing end of the fucking dog shows.
That is kind of like puppy play,
bro. No, nigga. When I tell you, nigga, you ain't no weird shit. I ain't like telling niggas to sniff my ass or nothing. Nigga, sit, nigga, speak. Give me paw, nigga, roll over, lay down. You know what I mean? Like, but nigga, imagine coming in a chow hall. Nigga, imagine 170 niggas standing out there waiting to get their food, and you and your dog walk in the chow hall. Sit. Man, nigga, the CEO can't hardly keep his hand on the gun. This nigga laughing. The motherfucking man, these motherfuckers laughing like a son bitch.
That is hilarious.
Being a homie play for dog shows. So anyhow, fast forward to here in fucking Ohio. I'm in Trumbull, and
is that a penitentiary here?
Yeah.
And fucking the Cavs is playing against the Warriors. I'm the only. It's me and another nigga. This one other nigga on the yard.
You got all the money.
All the money. Nigga, I'm talking about when them niggas jumped out like that.
Go.
Nigga, all them niggas wanted to bet donkey kicks. They wanted to bet all kind of shit, right? So first niggas coming and dropping it off. Then the nigga, like 100 donkey kicks on call. I said, nigga, come on. Nigga, you know, it was only like 3 guards there, same shit, right? Probably, I don't know, 400 or 500 inmates. Nigga, and you know, I'm great, homie. So I don't already, now I'm the kitchen, nigga. I got sugar. I'm the baker. So nigga, I got sugar. If you need sugar, you gotta come through me. If you need any of that shit, you gotta come through me. Nigga,
Is there alcohol there?
Nigga,
it was
we'll get
up.
to that. We'll get to that, man. I let you tell your story, goddamn it. Let me tell mine. Shut your ugly ass up. So what you been doing is talking. Anyway, man. So
you been a hater since he known you.
Been a hater.
Like a motherfucker.
Shit, I think that shit's starting to rub off on me too. Shit. Anyhow, so man, these niggas coming and copping deuces like a motherfucker. So man, I can tell the homie, hey man, these niggas got to give me these on-call donkey kicks right quick. Who you gonna do it? I'm gonna have these niggas do it in the middle of the softball field. Nigga, the softball field saw right. The units was situated like an L, right? So nigga, you come out, the softball field is right there. Nigga, I had them niggas on the pitcher's mound, nigga. Hee-haw, nigga. Because the guards, the COs and the colonel, the motherfucking sergeant shit there, he didn't give a fuck about you gambling. He kind of wanted you to gamble there, but you wasn't gonna leave no bill and you wasn't gonna roll up. So if you owed a nigga some money, nigga, he was gonna go into your books. If you try to roll up, you were gonna pay your debt before you left, or you wasn't going no fucking where. So if you went over here and ran up a $20 tab, and the $20 is a lot in the penitentiary, not so much the county, but in the penitentiary, shit, that's a nice little bit of money to be running up. And shit, it's hard to let your ass gamble, but you're not gonna run out on that tab. So anyhow, now, like I said, when I went out here this time, I was alone, you know what I mean? Like, I had to kind of figure shit out. And, you know, like any penitentiary, like the kitchen is a big thing. So when you get somewhere, I'm just, you know, me, anywhere I go, I sit and I watch the game before I get on the field. So I'm sitting there, I'm seeing these niggas operate. I'm seeing these niggas come back with the packages and the bundles and shit from the kitchen. Just watching these niggas move. So I said, let me go ahead and get in the kitchen because everybody had fagged off on me. All my man, I didn't have no bitches. Except, well, I did kind of. I did, but not a whole bunch.
Yeah.
For the most part, I never ever went without in the penitentiary. As long as I've ever went, I've always had an influx of money for whatever reason. So this was the first time I'm like, fuck, I really ain't got nothing. I ain't doing it. I'm out here alone. So like I said, I got into the kitchen and, you know, just being a people person, I worked my way. And then now I'm bringing back eggs, motherfucking meat. Fuck, you just got to know it's a hot commodity. So I'll be sliding that shit and, you know, get my little money on. So then I became the dry room porter. Now, the dry room porter, he got action to all the spices, extra super shit, because you go in there and they lock you in there. You got to clean that shit, organize the shit. And man, same thing, you know, you be in there boosting the shit too. So I went from that to being the baker. Then comes my sister's boyfriend, Abel, the homie who came to the house the other night with the red hair.
Yeah.
When he comes, now we going up.
Red hair.
Oh, he dyed his hair red.
Oh, Lord.
It looked pink to me.
It might
I
have
ain't
been
gonna lie.
Abel. Shout out to the homie Abel, because he might be watching.
Lamborghini pink.
No more.
Man, that nigga Abel's a wild boy, motherfucking DJ Khaled looking ass.
No, not if he's got pink red hair.
Hey, Abel
looks like Burning Man.
He does look like Burning Man. He's the type that would definitely love to go to Burning Man. I ain't gonna lie. Abel will have a ball at Burning Man because he's a Burning Man type. But anyhow, so man, and shout out to the homie, man. That's my partner, man. I'm so sorry. I hate that shit. Anyhow, so now I have a gate pass. They picked me. They have basically like a cable channel inside the penitentiary. And so they picked me. They wanted me to basically do like a morning hosting news type of thing throughout the whole penitentiary system. So I would be going interviewing people in different prisons. So I had a gate pass, right? Well, shit, it was taking hella long for me to get clearance through all the penitentiary we had to go through. So they said, well, you know what? In the meantime, we'll just let you go up to the top. I'm in the camp area. It's the other part that's the big prison, right? So first they give me the job as the porter. So now all I do is I walk up to the next prison. It's a dude who used to drive me up there, Portis. Shout out to Portis. I know Portis might be watching the shit too. Shout out to Portis. Always treated us like human beings, never like no motherfucking pieces of shit, so none of that shit. But anyhow, so I stroll up there, got my little coffee cup with me and shit all the time, you know what I mean? And I would clean out, like when you come into the penitentiaries, they have like a sitting room, day room, lockers, bathrooms, desks. So that would be my job to clean up the bathroom for the visitors, male and female, sweep, mop, wipe shit down, you know, pick up trash and shit. So Abel would have his bra come up there and put a diaper inside the women's bathroom with the pack in it. We had the first time it was some Newports, 2 packs of Newports and 2 cell phones. So nigga, they don't never pat you down and none of that shit. So nigga, I threw the Newports in my coffee mug, nigga, boom, boom, and then nigga put the things like right in the front of my waistband where my I had, because they were flip phones, so I had to pinch to my waist. You know what I mean? Go right through. Boom. So now nigga, me and Abel running it up in there. The next time, nigga, it's weed. Nigga, we selling these niggas $10 Newports, nigga, Cadillacs. I'm talking about, but then they started getting hot. These niggas leaving Newport bus and shit all in the shower. These motherfuckers like, nigga, it ain't but like 2 people who leave this place. Nigga. So one day, I think they was getting on to me because they switched me from being the porter in there. Now I'm the photographer for the prison. All right, so nigga, I'm seeing all the homies and shit come in and I'm taking pictures of them and they bitch in the prison room, right? And one day the motherfuckers did like a lockdown or some shit and the police was like, yeah, you can't go back. I'm like, bitch, I got a doctor's appointment. Plus I was about to leave like the next week. I said, man, I got a doctor's appointment. You got me fucked up. I'm finna go to my doctor's appointment. He's like, yeah, no, you're not. So yes, I am. Because I was maxing out. I didn't have no parole. I'm like, fuck you, suck my dick from the back, bitch. I'm not doing shit, nigga. I will go home from the hole. Fuck you, nigga. So anyhow, the Sarge from down on the camp, he was like, man, bring him back up here. Like, send him back. So he sent me back. The nigga, it was a nigga, all black man. That nigga tried to have a goon squad come and get me. Sarge was like, when you go home? I said, next week. He said, man, sit on the bunk, chill. Then the other guard, he was like, sure ain't been seeing no Newports around here. Like, I said, God damn, man. This I said, he was cool, but he was the only one who used to give me a little bit of like, just look at me like, what you got to say? What you got to say? He always had something to say, but they never sweated me. Like, it's all in your conduct. It's the same. It's all around the world. It's the same song. You know what I mean? If you go in here and you conduct yourself with a certain,
all around the world, same song.
I came to the party to get naughty.
All
I
around
want to
the
go get. I
world,
think I'm gonna be Humpty
same
Hump for
song.
Halloween. Oh shit, I ain't gonna
You
be
definitely
Halloween.
look like Humpty Hump. Yeah.
You definitely like Humpty. You definitely like Humpty Dump, nigga. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, head ass nigga. Challenge. Tim, you got any jail stories?
Well, it was this one time
at bad camp
where I was stuck in my room and they took my mini fridge and it felt like
they took the electronics, man.
It felt like the worst. They took my PlayStation.
Oh yeah, that's called punishment.
Yeah, bruh, it was terrible.
Why? What did you do?
I just sat there.
No, what did you do to get that kind of treatment? That's fucking cruel and unusual punishment. This is inhumane.
I ate the whole family Sunday dinner.
No, you didn't.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah. Wait a minute, Tim. Hold on. We need the story. We need to hear you.
So, my grandparents had, my grandma used to always make Sunday dinner Saturday, right? And then before she leave for church, she'll put everything on the stove. So when she get home, she just put it in the oven and warm it up, right? So, it didn't make it to the stove.
How much was it?
It was like enough to feed a family of 7.
Oh my God. And you truly ate it all?
It was good.
What was it?
It was meatloaf, cabbage, cornbread, and banana pudding.
I would have ate it all too.
So you seriously smoked the whole issue?
So what did everybody eat?
It wasn't no issue.
So what did everybody end up eating?
I think they got pizza. Honestly, I don't know.
I was gonna say, did you even give a fuck?
I was in my room.
Relaxing. You had the itis after that.
Yeah, I had some cornbread left. I put under my stomach before they got home.
Oh, that shit stayed warm and fresh. That shit was moist as fuck up under there.
It was perfect. 'Cause I put a little butter on it before it.
That's like when you put the motherfucking cornbread in the microwave with the paper towel on top. Oh, Jesus, that is hilarious. Man, what in the fuck? Ebony, why don't you tell your jokes? Because you was locked up. Tell your little funky story.
I was locked up and I was pregnant in the story.
She didn't like wearing nobody else's
story.
She didn't like wearing nobody else's panties.
I had my own drawers in the county.
How you pull that off?
Man, they was loose in that junk. I've never seen a county jail with like so much contraband. It wasn't like an influx, like hella contraband, but nigga, we was in there smoking cigarettes and they was loose. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Hey, wait, you said Nye County?
Nye County.
Ain't that where they feed y'all the good food? No,
the food was incredible.
Yeah, I heard about Nye County.
The food was incredible. And Tonopah,
yeah, like because they actually go get food for them niggas like on a daily basis.
That's Goldfield.
That's what it is.
That's Goldfield.
Okay, yeah.
But Tonopah, they actually give you proportions that are decent. They filling up both all of the little joints on your tray is filled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they took care of you. Nye County and then Tonopah, they was giving you seasoning and shit. You know what I mean? The food had flavor.
Yeah.
The cake was right.
Yeah.
Damn. The garlic bread, man. Them them trays was fucking legit. I ain't gonna front.
Hey, listen, let me tell you a story, right? So when I was a baker, homie, nigga, I had to that big ass industrial baker thing that you be using at the pizza place too. I used to have to work like 3 of them bitches, right? Because I used to have to make like fucking dozens, and there was like fucking 560 something inmates, and I had to make sure that there was enough cake, pie, motherfucking biscuits, whatever the fuck, cornbread for every single inmate.
The cake, man.
So nigga, man, listen. I made some biscuits, motherfucker. That I wish if we can call Chris right now, I'll be like, Chris, remember the one biscuits that them niggas was nigga. I'm talking about them biscuits made me a fucking prison legend. Like them nigga, cause I put extra love and care in the biscuits, nigga. I baked them nice, nigga. Then on top of that, nigga, I layered them with butter. Right? So nigga, them niggas was like them. I seen niggas going home with nigga napkins full of biscuits and shit, right? So they were like, man, we gonna make some more of them biscuits, nigga. I said, shit, you want some more? I'm gonna make some more of them motherfuckers. Let me see what's on the menu. So this is right before I'm going to get the job up at the top, right? So I got a little bit too comfortable for my baking and shit. First of all, I did some fly ass shit on my birthday. My birthday always fall around the Super Bowl. So I had a homie named Nick Parecka. Shout out to the homie Jersey, Nicholas Parecka. He's a chef, one of the best in the city, right? Jersey. I'm talking about he gave me so many dope ass recipes. But anyhow, I tell him, I say, man, I want to make some pizzas for my birthday. I said, I want some pizzas and some calzones. And I don't want nan motherfucking noodle and none of it. I want it the way the Italians make it. At this point in time, I got access to all the shit in the kitchen. So I'm gradually taking shit. So I got the dough. Nigga, I went and spent about $150 at the store. I got hella pepperonis, tomato sauce, cheese. Nigga, I've been stealing shit from the kitchen. I got the whole shebang. And it's a motherfucking fundraiser day. So, when the fundraiser to come to the yard, chicken, pizza, sub sandwiches, all the shit. So I ordered hella wings. So it's Super Bowl Sunday. Me and Jersey get up hella early in the morning. I tell the CEO, I say, man, can we get the tables? In fact, Holloway, shout out to you, Holloway, man. I see you soon when you be on the show, man. We got a retired CEO coming from Trumbull when we do our prison bid, man. Shout out to you. You always treated people decent too. So anyhow, man, I said, can we use the tables, man? So we out there and we getting all the shit ready. This motherfucking Jersey, man, this nigga is out in the day room, nigga throwing the pizza in the air like the restaurant. Woo, woo, these bitches is big. So these hating ass niggas, I only fuck with a bunch of Youngstown niggas. I had to catch a fade with a Cleveland nigga. Let me tell you a story, right? Cleveland niggas be standing up for count. I don't fuck with none of these niggas. I just fuck with the Youngstown homies. Shout out to all the homies from the Youngstown, North and South. But anyhow, the one nigga from on the 2nd Street over, he said, hey man, where is you from? I said, nigga, I'm from Cali, bro. He said, I heard only steers and queers come from Cali and I don't see no horns. Nigga, I immediately put on my shoe. Come on, nigga. Ain't nothing to talk about. Come on. Right. Took him in the bathroom, wore him out real good. He my friend now to this day. Right. Me and that nigga used to go to gamble together all the time. He was like, nigga, you going to the town? Yeah, come on. Nigga said steers and queers. Nigga, immediately I couldn't get my shoes on fast enough. Yeah, it was funny though.
Did you put on hilarious? Did you put on boots, or did you put one boot on so you could say Mexican got on boots?
Man, I didn't have no work boots, but I put my motherfucking Nikes on. Nigga, I my package motherfucking Nikes. Nigga, ain't nothing to talk about, homie. Nothing. I didn't want to hear it. So anyway, back to the pieces. So nigga, these hating ass niggas, they like, how you gonna cook them in the microwave? The calzones, bro, I bullshit you not. They're about this fucking big, about that big, and about that thick.
Yeah.
Nothing but authentic ingredients. Tomato sauce, meatballs, fucking cheese, niggas, fucking the works, right? So the pizzas is this fucking big. Man, how you gonna cook them in the microwave? Man, yeah, but you didn't think this out, did you? I said, what the fuck make you think I'm using the microwave, bitch? I'm the baker.
The stove.
I took the motherfuckers right to the motherfucking, because the baker, they love me in there. You know what I mean? So I already took it up with them. Hey, I'm gonna make some pizzas. Can I bake them in the oven? Yeah, nigga, you operate the ovens all day. Yeah, go ahead. Nigga, you should have seen me. Nigga, I had 3 niggas with me wheeling my pizzas and my calzones back. Nigga, the CO, Holloway, that nigga look when I walk by. I went inside him, nigga, I had 3 tubs, 3 motherfucking metal lockers connected. I had the pizza and the wings from the from the fundraiser on one. Of course, I'm gonna bless all the homies. So I gave one of the pieces to the homies. Then I got motherfuckers walking. And then my homeboy from Painesville, my nigga made me a cake, nigga, a chocolate cake, nigga. That shit said happy birthday, Cali on the nigga, the homie Boo. Stop, man, Boo, get off the dope, homie. I heard about you, nigga. Get off that shit, bro. For real. But anyway, man, the CEO come by my bunk a little while later, just doing his rounds. I said, man, go ahead and get you some. He said, man, I'm not supposed to, but when I come back around, have me some, right? He stopped. He said, man, I ain't never seen nobody do nothing like that. He said, nigga, I'm gonna call you the Podfather. The Podfather, bro, because think about how many niggas can you ever think about had it their way like that in a city that you're not, in a state that you're not from. I'm talking about that shit. Right. That niggas probably still talking like that nigga had. I was sitting off shit, nigga, watching the game like I was at home. Right. You feel me? Nigga. Oh, but anyhow, so yeah, shout out to all the homies in Trumbull, free Mike Finley, free JW, JM, Jeter, motherfucking, who else do we need to free? All the homies, free all them niggas and shit.
Man,
all the niggas.
Free Lil Kill, man, free Oz, man, free Dino, man, real niggas, man.
Yeah, free all the homies, Burner Ben, free the homie Burner Ben, man, free the homie Day Dudes. Some of you dumb niggas, I ain't gonna say free because you ain't had no business doing what the fuck you did. So you niggas kind of gotta sit there, but I'm rooting for you. Make sure you don't drop your soul. Hey, you ever been in prison and seen so many motherfucking feet in the shower?
4 feet in the shower,
The 4
man.
feet in the shower. You just act like you don't know what the fuck going on.
Fuck.
Hey, so listen, before we end, right? The last yard I was in, it was one of the OG homies from Youngstown. I forget what buddy's name was, but he was a Sam. That OG didn't play no game, nigga. I fucked with cuz hella tough. I can't remember his name though. But we had one of the boys on the yard, man. It was 2 of them, right? I'm talking about nigga, the COs hated these motherfuckers because they be twerking on the baseball diamond and shit. These motherfuckers got their shirts off. The one CO like untuck your fucking shirt. These niggas got their shirts tied up like this. You know what I mean? So listen. The one of the boys has a fight with the OG nigga, right? When I tell you, nigga, the motherfucker,
those punks fight good.
Yeah, bro, they fight hard as fuck.
Don't nobody motherfuckers. They fight hard. They been fighting their whole motherfucking life, nigga. What the fuck you think gonna happen?
So the motherfucker wasn't no weenie, homie. This nigga came out, nigga. The CO set it all up. They couldn't stand this motherfucker, so they went on the yard to walk their rounds. Only 3 of them in there. They go. They can't stand these motherfuckers. Mitch, OG Mitch. Shout out to the homie Mitch. So man, nigga, the motherfucker had a fucking lock in the sock, nigga, and whacked Mitch like twice. Bing, bing, busting him. Oh, he should have did that. That nigga Mitch beat the shit. Hey, why the nigga snatched the motherfucker? Hey, wait a minute. Why the motherfucker, after they fight, nigga, Mitch done drugged this nigga. This motherfucker hop up and cover up like he got titties and ran out the uterus.
Oh my Jesus.
Hey, this nigga like he got brutally assaulted and shit. And he did. Anyhow, man. Anyway, man, it's our time for the day, man. Thank you, niggas, for joining us. We love all our viewers. Do something nice for somebody. Put a smile on your face and look good while you do it, baby. See you next week. Peace. You ain't got to go home.
You got to get the hell out of here.